What's going on, guys? This is Star Blast Studios coming here with a brand new figure review. Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the custom head sculpt set from Demoniacal Fit, this being the base form head Vegeta. Now, I don't know if you guys know about this, but a while back when I did my review of the Super Saiyan set for Goku and Vegeta, what I said was that I would really like it if Demoniacal Fit made a base form version of that Vegeta hair sculpt using that same exact mold, and that's exactly what we have here. So needless to say, I am really excited to see how this is going to come out. So without further ado, let's get this thing out of the box and put this on a Vegeta figure, see what it's like. And there's your view of the box if you wanted it. Alright guys, so here we got the Demoniacal Fit base form Vegeta opened up out of the packaging and on the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta / Super Saiyan God body, whichever. And honestly, when it comes to this release, again, this is another very, very good release from Demoniacal Fit overall. I really do think that this is the Vegeta that we really honestly have, like, the design of him from Dragon Ball Super, especially as of recently from Dragon Ball Super Broly. I feel like the look on here for this, especially for this stern face on Vegeta, is nailed absolutely perfectly. Like, this is absolutely Vegeta, you know, whether or not in either conceivable way, this is the one who is going to be the guy and be like, oh, I'm the principal Saiyan. Okay, but all honesty, I gotta get into some of the technical issues when it comes to this Vegeta figure. So, when it first came to me, when I first got this out of the box, and I actually put this on try to get this on this body, it took me over 20 minutes to actually try to get this on there. So you're probably wondering, well, what the heck? How on earth did it take that long for you to initially get the head sculpt on the actual body? So here's the confusing thing. So I did a bunch of different things on this thing when it comes to trying to fit it on. And first thing, I did the hot water technique because I thought, okay, maybe the socket's too tight. Nope, that didn't work. I tried using the hair dryer technique, you know, using that to get that on, and then okay, I'm putting that on there, trying to get it on there. It's not working, so I'm thinking, okay, well maybe it's not going on there because of the fact that it's actually not tight enough, and so the socket got way too big. And so I actually looked at the socket and compared it to others. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is way too big. Of course, it's not going to fit in there. So I don't know. I tried finagling with it a little bit more, and then I put the actual Vegeta head on the Resurrection F body, and then I realized, well, wait a second, hold on, how is it getting in there all the way? It doesn't seem like it's getting in at a certain angle. Then I realized, oh my gosh, as soon as I put the head on the peg for the Resurrection F Vegeta, it actually curves in, so I'm like, no freaking way. I put the actual head back onto this body, but I make sure to angle it in a different way, and lo and behold, it fits on there perfectly. So it's a really weird thing that Demoniacal Fit decided to go and do, where they basically, you have to get that, you have to make sure that you don't put the thing in there straight. It actually, for some reason, you want to make it so that the head goes on there like that, and it's angled in a certain way before doing that. So if you're trying to get this head on and it's like you're dealing with that problem where it's not going on, you might want to try angling it, and that'll work. And it's really just, when it comes to something like that, because of the fact that it's really difficult to figure out how it fits on there, it could have easily gone and broken one of the pegs for my Vegeta figure, and that would not have been good, especially when it comes to the Vegeta figures. They cost a lot more money nowadays due to aftermarket pricing. So I'm really glad I figured it out and that it didn't actually go and break. But actually going and getting back into the review, again, I really do enjoy the way that the stern face is. I do have this on the Super Saiyan Blue body just because it really fits along with the rolling movie feel. If we're going to go into the other faces, here we'll get him right here, over here. I got him over here. I'm going to get him out of the box. In terms of the other faces, you know what? I might as well just take it off and then put them on in this review. So here we got the, come on, get on there. We got the teeth gritted face for Vegeta. Fits on there just right. And now the camera just needs to focus. Thank you. I definitely think that this one is also done pretty good. Usually when it comes to this figure, like they're making copies, the teeth I would notice would end up looking really bad. But in this case right here, I think that this face came out pretty good for the most part. It looks pretty good. He's looking straight right here, as opposed to the original Super Saiyan Blue Figure Arts one where it was looking off to the side. So I do like that they went and fixed that right here on this copy of the Vegeta. So we take that face off, and here we have another face, which is the Smirking Face. And when the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta first came out, I saw someone do an edit where they basically took that Super Saiyan God Vegeta head, and then they edited it to look like in base form. And so it's really cool now that we have it right here in this form. Although one thing I do wish that they didn't, that they would have done here is that I feel like the eyeballs on like on here are just the pupils are, or I don't even know if you call them pupils because, well, on Vegeta, like these things here are pupils, but the eyes on here are on Vegeta, I feel like are way too big for this thing. And this was also a problem that was prevalent on the Super Saiyan Blue, sorry, not Super Saiyan Blue, the original Super Saiyan head sculpt that they had released. And so that's just one little thing that I feel could have been done a little bit nicer. Although it's not a deal breaker by any means, I feel like if they had actually done that, it would have given a lot more life to Vegeta. So in terms of faces right now, I'm going to say that these two faces right here are the best ones. And also something else I noticed when upon looking at the Stern face, there seems to be some really weird, like, glossy tidbits on there. I don't know what that is. This is something that's been prevalent on a lot of Demonical Fit releases. It was something that I noticed that was actually on the hair for the Demonical Fit Ultimate Gohan, and I don't exactly know what that is. It's not something you can just rub off. It's just there, and it's really annoying sometimes. I don't know why that's on there. But as for the last face for Vegeta, if I can just get this off, come on, what are you doing? There we go. Get that face on. Here we have the final face, which is the Screaming Face, and without... This is the one thing that really just sucks on this figure. Like, the Screaming Face for this one looks really, really bad. And honestly, when it came to the Screaming Face, like, this is something that they struggled a lot with as of recently. You can see right here, there's absolutely some problems. So where do I even start? The eye that is on this side got way smaller for some reason than it did over there. It doesn't reach all the way as far up the eyebrow like this one does. You can definitely see that there is a bit of a there's a bit of a miss right there with that eye. I feel like that one is the main problem. But yeah, the reason why this face looks as bad as it does is literally because of that eye. If you look at it from the side, it looks pretty darn good for like a Vegeta face. You look at it on this side, it's like it's absolutely not. It's like he got some Two-Face stuff going on, just like with the figure art Zamasu, where one of the eyes are like not angled in a certain way because he's all corrupted and stuff. Vegeta, you're not corrupted. Get your eyes straight, buddy. Okay, but anywho, when it comes to this, obviously you can get it on a bunch of different Vegeta figures. So for a little bit of a comparison, here we have, okay, he's gonna fall over. For a little bit of a comparison, here we have the actual original Vegeta head, you know, on the Saiyan Saga body, and obviously you can tell like the hair on this one. Gosh darn it, these things cannot stand. I'm not giving them time to stand. This Vegeta hair right here is a lot bigger than the new one. It's just because of the fact that they really went and took the molding from this Vegeta and then and just made it into his base form, which honestly, like when that first happened, it's like, okay, they're keeping consistency. But as soon as we got the Super Saiyan Blue version of Vegeta, that consistency was completely lost. So I like that Demonical Fit made this because it retains the consistency, making it so that this turns into the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta head. The new Super Saiyan 1 they released, that's going to be Super Saiyan 1, and Super Saiyan God, well, I mean, that's Super Saiyan God. And then the one thing that I really don't like, and it's the reason why I didn't pick up that original, like the other head sculpt that they released, they also released a Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta head, and it comes with the exact same sculpting. And that was a set that I felt like was pretty well painted, but for the most part, I didn't like the fact that they used the sculpting of this Vegeta on there, just due to the fact that Vegeta, as in his Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, his hair should be a lot bigger. And so I felt like it should have been made with this mold, just like the original one was, you know, and then they just could have made it so it's not translucent. I feel like you would have had the perfect Evolution Vegeta head. So I will be having a custom of that head made fairly soon. We're taking the original Demonical Fit Vegeta head, done by my boy Hunter, so I can't wait to get that. Definitely will have a review of that as soon as I get it. But yeah, other than that, let's actually go ahead and get this Vegeta head on a bunch of other Vegeta bodies. And putting the newer Demonical Fit Vegeta head on the Saiyan Saga body from Figure Arts, I definitely think that it gives it that more classic look that the original Vegeta had in the Saiyan Saga. It's just like, I don't know what it is. I feel like with the hair on the original one, it was a little bit too big, but the hair being the way that it is on this one, it matches the Saiyan Saga perfectly, and I love how it looks on this body. So as for the Super Saiyan body, okay, so in terms of the Super Saiyan 2.0 body, I definitely think that it works on here as well. I did change out the face to just try to give it that more cocky Vegeta type look, but I mean, I guess if we're going to be giving him that sort of look to where he just like, right before he turned into Super Saiyan in front of Android 19 and 20, I guess this would be a little bit more fitting, which in this case, other than the fact that the eyes are a little bit too big, I think that the face expression actually really works with this Vegeta. So I do definitely like how this works out on this specific body mold. But other bodies that this Vegeta head can fit on is the Majin Vegeta body. Now, when it comes to this body, of course, it's going to naturally fit. This is how we sort of saw, remember, Vegeta in the Buu Saga, usually being in his base form and not when he's in the Majin form. But, like, yeah, I do think it actually works on here just as well. I mean, it is going to be the same exact ball peg, but something that you guys may not have expected when it came to the head swaps is actually not the Resurrection F Vegeta body. Now, when I was initially doing the head swapping, trying to get the figure on, I don't know, like, why. It was working a little bit when I had it on, but now it's just like, it's being a really loose fit, and surprisingly now it's not being as lucid as I remember it. But honestly, I feel like when it comes to the look of Vegeta on this body, this is absolutely the Vegeta that I remember seeing in the beginning portion of the Revival of Earth and the Universe 6 arc. It definitely has that accuracy to it. So, I don't know. I really am wishing that Tamashii Nations was going to make a 2.0 version of this Vegeta body, because then once they do that, I know for a fact that this head will be able to go and fit on there. So, definitely crossing my fingers that that will end up happening. And so, guys, that's been the review of the Demoniacal Fit base form Vegeta head sculpt. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and pick this figure up, the place where I got this was actually at 5K Toys. Link will be in the description down below so you guys can go ahead and pick this figure up. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy the review. If you guys want, go ahead and check the links in the description below for my social media, like my Instagram. And you can also go ahead and check out my Discord server, where I'm also playing Among Us oftentimes with some of the people in there. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I thank you so much for watching. This has been Star Blast Studios, and I'll see you guys in the comments section. Till then.